What's up, guys? So this video is going to be somewhat of a crown chakra upgrade, take it as you will, but I just wanted to talk about the different gods in mythology, such as the Anunnaki beings and their crown that they wear, or their hats, or their helmets that they wear. But most of these Anunnaki beings are depicted with like horned helmets that come up to a point, like here. And it's also seen in Norse mythology there's a statue, like an old, really old statue of Lord Frey, where he's actually sitting in the lotus posture and he has an erection, but he has a pointy hat, like a big pointy hat. And Odin is depicted as a bearded man with a pointy wizard's hat. And I also definitely would mention the Indian god, or the Hindu gods, and they have these epic crowns that are like made of gold, right? And they come up, they kind of come up, and then go into a point. And what that point really is like the gateway of the sun. And if you can hold space above your head, you're connecting with our sun and connecting with source, and that's where the closest source that we have is our sun. And you can even go further than that and go and connect to the star Sirius, which is the next octave of energy. But I was going to say why that most of them are pointed. I personally believe that if you can create a Merkaba around your body, that point, it's about like a hand's length above your head. But if you spin your Merkaba, it becomes like a cone above your head. So I think that all those gods, they spun their Merkabas all the time, and just because of that, it looked like they had a crown on their head. And I've actually experienced a really intense wave of bliss from training myself to feel that crown. Like, if you can imagine, you are one of these gods, right? And you are one of these gods. You're source in itself. And if you can feel this golden crown above your head, and not just like holding it up there, but like try and feel the actual crown. And you don't always have to spin it, but it's highly recommended that you do, like you spin your Merkaba. But holding space up there and like when I experienced this really intense wave of bliss from doing this, I imagined myself wearing like the crown of Lord Vishnu, or the avatar, Krishna. He wears this golden crown, right? And I imagined myself wearing it and like felt the hat, or felt the crown, and I kind of like pulled into that energy and brought that energy down into my body. And it was like a really intense like sense of bliss. But what I think it was is like I was pulling myself into our sun, basically, in an energetical sense. And that's your connection with source, right, is your higher chakras. But if you can kind of connect with those and feel that crown, and it takes a lot of divine belief. When I was in this state, I was like not questioning anything, right? And I pulled myself into the sun, and it just like took my experience to a whole nother level. It was insane. Like, I literally had beads of sweat dripping down, like all of my pores just opened up, and I felt like I had just like beads of sweat rolling down my face because of how intense the energy was. And it was just from doing that. But again, you have to be in the right state of mind to do it. I had meditated a lot that day, and I think I didn't sleep the night before. But when you don't, so like I did this 2-day meditation, and I didn't sleep. But when I meditated for 2 days, it kind of puts you into a different frequency or a different state, that you can access these higher states of bliss in. So just keep that in mind. But definitely, if you practice spinning your Merkaba, like that's what all of these ascended masters do all the time as they spin their Merkaba around themselves. And they even like spin it and then take it up and raise the Merkaba above your head, and then you can go down with it too. But raising it above your head does some pretty cool stuff too, from what I've seen. But yeah, guys, give me a thumbs up. Peace.